Okay, so I see that you and your fiance are a few years apart. Do you find it easier dating an older man? You in my business? Don't do that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys have for me and just some topics. I just asked on my Instagram what you guys wanted to talk about while I do my makeup and stuff, while I'm getting ready. I feel like I babble too much, so this is actually really good for me to kind of keep track of what I'm talking about, because I just keep going and going, and like when I edit it, it's just so funny. All right, so the first question is, how did I build my business? Consistency, I think, is the best answer for that. I still I'm still a one-man band, if you know what I mean. I'm so grateful for like the people that support me and everything, but I do everything myself. So my business isn't really built yet, but so far what I do have, I do everything myself. So I do my own videos, I film them, I edit them, I take my own appointments. I don't have an assistant. I do everything myself. So, but yeah, so I wouldn't say I have this is a business, but I am a one-man band, but consistency definitely has helped. How did you start your hair and makeup career? So I've been a makeup and hairstylist for 7 years now in New Orleans, which is a long time, and I'm really proud of it. It's all I know, it's all I'll probably ever do. In high school, and I always did my makeup. Like, my mom is very a glamour girl. She always has her stuff together, and I just remember her just always keeping herself up. And my sisters are like that too, but I'm just saying we got it from our mom. So once I started wearing my makeup to high school, everybody's like, oh my god, your face is so beat, because makeup wasn't, I don't want to say it was a thing, but it wasn't a thing like how it is now. Like how you see these 16-year-old kids doing makeup and everything on TikTok and all this other stuff. It wasn't a thing like that. So when I was doing it, it was oh my god, I want you to do my makeup. So I started doing literally everybody's makeup in school. Then I started doing their parents' makeup, and it just spread like wildfire. So most of my experience though is actually in retail. So I don't know if y'all know, my first job was at a spa called Earth Savers here in Louisiana, and I started there. So I also sold makeup, not sold makeup like my personal makeup, but the makeup that they had there. So I sold that, but I also performed the services, so I can kind of counteract the sales and me doing the makeup. So I kind of sold the makeup by doing the makeup. So that's what I did for a long time, and I did that at Christian Dior. So I worked in the mall as well. So I did that, and then about 2.5 years ago, I just kind of gained the clientele, and I just started doing it by myself. I have my own little studio downtown, so that's kind of my that's kind of how I started, and that's my journey. I still have a lot to go. Of course, I would love to do makeup on a bigger scale and stuff, and do makeup for the Met Gala for a celebrity and stuff like that. But there's no celebrities in NOLA, so that's just that. How did you know makeup was your passion? I fell in love with makeup before I fell in love with hair. Hair has always been a trouble for me, because you never know how somebody's hair is going to react to certain products. So it's always new, but makeup has always been pretty easy to me. But I knew it's something that I wanted to do. I'll never forget it. I did this older lady's makeup, and I'm saying older, she was probably only 40. I did her makeup when I was in high school, and I remember when I was finished, this lady started bawling. Bawling, crying, saying oh my god, I never felt so beautiful. And I was talking to her the entire time, because I've always been pretty talkative, and I was talking to her the entire time. She was you just made me feel so beautiful, thank you so much. And this is me in high school, no life experience, me just talking just to talk, and me doing her makeup. And not saying that I was like the best or anything, but just that feeling that she gave me was just so beautiful. And I've never felt that way. I was like, you know what? I can't believe that I could make somebody feel this way by just doing this one thing. Like, that was just mind-blowing. I was like, you know what? And ever since then, I've just fell in love with making women feel their very best. And now that I'm growing older, I can see where she's coming from, this lady. And I wish I could like find her name or something like that, because I have to thank her for my career, because it is, now that I'm older and I'm growing up and I'm doing all these things and stuff like that, I kind of understand like how hard in society, how hard it is to be a woman. Like, there's so many, like, oh my god, y'all, it's just so hard. The beauty standard these days is just so unrealistic. So, and they've always been, but me being a woman now, I totally understand why she was so like emotional talking. And at first, like, y'all, this is me at 17, and I'm like looking at her like, okay, like, thanks, like, you know. And you know, of course, like, I felt for her and everything, and I was like, oh my god, like, wow. I didn't understand it, but I still felt really good. But now I understand her more than ever. Like, I feel you, girl. I feel you. I see that you're in school. How do you manage school, your business, and other things? Okay, so this is a good question, actually. Good time to tell you guys, because I actually stopped going to school. And honestly, like, I wish I could be like this superhero and just do everything and, you know, all that stuff. But honestly, guys, like, it's just way too much for me. It's just, with me doing that, and it was working for COVID and everything, like when I wasn't working, but when business like picked back up, and just like life in general, like having a business, performing the services, and coming to you guys and filming, and you know, and then actually looking the part and actually taking the time for myself to feel my very best, I just had to let something go. And I just decided it'd just be school. That's how I managed it. I'm not giving any advice to quit school or anything like that, but for me personally, I had to let something go, and it was school. But how I manage everything else, I'm very big on schedule. So I'm on a strict schedule. So my schedule, the way I do it, is Monday through Friday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a personal trainer. Wednesdays, I film for YouTube. And Mondays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mondays, I'll do appointments. So I'm open these days, that's when I work at the studio. But on Wednesdays, I'm with you guys, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go to the gym. So, you know, that's how I manage everything. And then also, like, another side note about school. School, it was just like, with COVID as well, like teaching myself and doing all this stuff, it just wasn't helping either. So, one more about work, and then we can get into personal stuff, which I know you guys like. Wait, I'm not doing my makeup. Ah! Okay. Next question. What's your daily motivation and what keeps you going? I'm very spiritual. So I pray, and daily devotions are really nice. And I'm also like, I'm not a super private person, like, well, to my friends is what I'm saying. I'm just priming my eyes with some concealer too, because I'm gonna do a little eyeshadow. So what I like to do, I kind of like to tell my friends what's going on, like business-wise or anything like that, you know, as friends do. But I know some people like to keep everything like on the tuck. I know my fiance's. I know he's like that. But with me, I tell my girls everything. And what keeps me motivated is my friends, like, you know, we love each other so much, so we check on each other all the time. So when they check on me, I think that motivates me. And they check on like what I have going on there, or like my family. I'm really close to my family. They know everything. And so like when they ask me about certain things, I think that really motivates me. Because I'm either talking to my family or my friends, and when my fiance's home, I talk to him. So for the most part, I think that really helps me stay motivated. When you kind of tell someone, because you feel more obligated to do something when someone else knows. But if nobody else knows about your goals, then how are you gonna, I don't know, that's just me. I don't know if that made any sense, but that's just me. When I let people in and I have someone going with me, kind of like how I feel with you guys, like if I'm uploading and stuff like that, like I'm uploading and I'm telling you guys, oh, I'll see you guys next week. So I would hope that I have a video next week. You know what I'm saying? So I think that little sharing, if it's good for you, I think little sharing is good, to keep you on track because people are looking. What's your tips and advice for girls trying to get into the industry? Girl, I'm not in the industry. So, and I'm also using this by Mario palette. It's like this, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like this neutral palette, like kind of like an everyday palette. I'm just gonna use like 1 or 2 colors just to give my eyes a little color. But yeah, so my advice, I'm not really in the industry, so I really don't know what to tell you. I'm not really there yet or anything like that. But I'm also not trying to be on the scene either. I'm more so just doing my own thing, and if it works, it works, but I'm not trying to, I think that's the best thing. You should never like look at what anybody else is doing. I think you should always kind of do your own thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting like inspo from here and there, because I mean, that's how I am on Pinterest. Like I Pinterest everything, and I have a Pinterest board for every little aspect of my life, like with poses for Instagram and stuff. So nothing's wrong with that, but I don't think it's healthy for people to want to be like anybody else, or like want a certain lifestyle and changing just to be like someone else. And just take that with a grain of salt, because I'm not talking about changing your lifestyle like health-wise or anything like that, because that's great. But definitely just be yourself. If you're trying to get in the industry and you want, certain recognition and stuff like that, just do your research also too. Like Google is there, and I think a lot of people don't know it is, and it doesn't drive me crazy, but it's kind of like everybody's just figuring things out. Like there is no blueprint on how to be famous or like rich or wealthy. There's no blueprint. There's literally just Google, and that's just what I use. Like when it came to look for like a camera or how to edit, or or I'll just say stupid stuff on there, like, oh, how to my camera black, what do I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like, I think a lot of people don't take in consideration of Google. There's Google out there. There's, a lot of your favorite celebrities have managers and agencies that they're signed to. Go reach out to them. Like there's so many things there's so many ways you can go about doing certain things, and it's out there. You just have to go and ask for it or go get it, because closed mouths don't get fed. You have to, stick your neck out on the line some type of way. So asking questions is always good. But who asked me this? It's LeoV_E. That's how you say your name? I'm not sure. That's why I didn't want to say names, because I don't even know how to pronounce these names. But yeah, girl, just Google everything, and if you want to be, or you want to have the same aesthetic as, someone or whatever, go reach out to their manager and see if you can get a consult with that person. See if you could, just pick their brain, have these conversations. That's what people do. Nobody just wakes up one day and has it. Everybody axes. Everybody, goes and gets it. It's just not going to fall on your doorstep, and it's not going to fall in your lap while you're laying in the bed. So going and get it is also good. But I think that's all, because everyone's just kind of based around the same thing about my career and everything like that. So that's that. So now, okay, personal questions. So have you started wedding planning? Girl, I am so excited for this, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for the first week, I was just so in shock. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, for the first week I got engaged, I was so in shock because, and my boyfriend knows this, like, so I'm about to go in with some foundation. I might add to the eyes later, but for right now, I just need to keep going, and I keep stopping to talk. But my boyfriend knows, well, my fiance knows, I am such a planner, and I'm such a micromanaging psychotic bitch that to have a surprise like that and not even have an inkling that it was going to happen. I mean, we've talked about engagement and stuff like that, but just to have like a genuine surprise, y'all, I had so much anxiety like the next few days, because like my whole thing is like, I'm a big planner. I didn't start planning my wedding, like, you know how some people do that? Like some girls, like, well, some girls I know, they have like their wedding plan, they have their venue picked, they have like all their stuff. I did not have anything. I still don't have anything. And I literally had to like calm myself down because I was about to go insane. Cause like after I took it in, like I was so happy and everything like that. And he did it in such a amazing, crazy like way. I was like taking it all in. So after I took it all in, I have so many like wedding planners reaching out to me, like dress people and everything, just like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? I was like so overwhelmed. Underwhelmed is like still an understatement. I literally had like a whole anxiety attack, like a real anxiety attack. I didn't go to sleep for days because I was like, I don't have anything planned. I don't even know what kind of dress I want. Like, I literally had to calm down because I think too much about everything. I was like, oh my God, I just don't understand how people literally plan an entire wedding in a year. Like, that's crazy. I need more time. I need more time than that. But once I kind of got calm, y'all, I started looking at like venues and places where I want to get married and stuff like that. So I do have a venue in mind, and I do know that I don't want to get married in New Orleans. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys. I don't have any dress ideas. I'm thinking about two. I'm thinking I want to do my Cinderella moment, and then I think I want to do something sexy for the second thing. Isn't that cool? I was thinking that. If I started wedding planning and I said no, I was like rambling for a long time. I didn't even check. I think I have to check like every 30 minutes or something. Oh, it's so hard. Okay, I'm sorry. So the next question is, will I be having bridesmaids? I think I answered that question like in my wedding makeup tutorial thing that I did. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about bridesmaids. It's not happening either. I sound like the Grinch of like brides. But no, I don't want bridesmaids. I feel like it takes away from the bride. Like, why are y'all up there? I've been dealing with this man shit for a few years. Like, not you. Why are y'all up there? I mean, I get it, like, but the wedding is about me and him. So I don't understand why would there be anybody else up there? Right? I don't know. Y'all, tell me what y'all think about bridesmaids in the comments. Like, I mean, I know it's traditional and everything, but why are you up there? Like, you know, like, it's about me, and like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get like a little hate for that and stuff, but I don't understand. I don't understand the thing. Like, I mean, of course I'm going to spend like a day with my girls, and like they're going to help me with my dress and everything, and like as friends, you know, would do, but I don't understand the whole like them being up there and doing all that. Like, I feel like we can go on a trip together. Like, how about we all like go on a trip, do the whole thing, but y'all ain't gonna be up there with me And like, no, we can pass on that. So that is that. That's how I feel about bridesmaids. And as far as like my sisters, like what I might do for the wedding, I think I might tell like people to wear like a certain color or something, like, you know, because the wedding, I want a very small, like, intimate wedding. So you know, hopefully, oops. I want a really small wedding, so I mean, I'm hoping to like do everybody, like have everybody wear like a certain color and stuff like that. Like, I think I'm gonna be like that. I think I'm gonna be that type of bride, because I really want a very, very small wedding, because, and it has to be out of town, because if it was in town, if it's going to be in town, then I'm probably gonna end up inviting like so many people. So, and I feel like a wedding should be about the groom and the bride. Sometimes I feel like with a lot of people and a lot of bridesmaids and everything, it just takes away from what's really important. And the wedding is not about anybody else. It's about the two people falling in love and making a commitment forever together. But that's just me. That's just me, you know? So that's that. Let me see, next question. Ooh wee, do you want kids, and if so, how many? You know what, this might be like a little mushy, but I've never liked kids. I've never wanted kids or liked them until like I met my fiance. I think like when you fall in love with someone, it's different, because, and you want to grow and you want to create something with someone. I think it's different when you fall in love, because prior to him, I was like, oh hell no, kids are gross, don't touch me, don't look at me, you're disgusting, get away from me, everything. Like, I was not a big kid person, and everybody knows that. Like, even like when I would work, and like my friend that does the photography next door, when she like would have kids like over, like, oh, I'm doing portraits, like a little mommy and me portrait. Girl, Lily knows I will literally clock out for the whole day. I do not like the sound of them and everything. It's just not my thing. So that's that on kids. I do want to have kids. I think I would have like 1 or 2. Whatever God blesses me with. Everybody's asking about bridesmaids. And none of these are people that I know. So it's kind of funny that everyone's asking about bridesmaids. No, I'm not having any bridesmaids. Oh my gosh. Everyone's asking for this year a prayer. Why? That's so funny. This year prayer is so funny. Because, you know, it's funny because like you have to like work towards these things, and I'm sure like Russell is so like sweet, but I've never been the type to like idolize anybody's like relationship or anything like that, because I know like the things that go on behind closed doors and stuff like that. Like sometimes it's not that pretty. Not saying it about them, but I'm just saying like, but you just have to work towards things. You have to work towards peace. You have to like, no relationship is perfect, but as long as it's going like in a positive direction and you both are growing and enjoying each other, like what more could you ask for? It depends on what you want out of life, like what's important to you. And just always know, like when it comes to like men and guys, like nobody, if you're looking for like Mr. Perfect, you already like cheated yourself, because nobody's perfect. Your ass isn't perfect, you know? So don't look for that. Just know that everyone's gonna have their stuff. Just what stuff are you gonna deal with? What stuff is okay with you? Like I know a lot of girls and a lot of clients. You know, we always have open discussions, and like some clients, they're like, you know what? He works the nightlife, but that's totally fine with me, because, you know, he pays the bills, and like, you know, and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just like, I need to get a better example. Like, they have some girls that date guys that are, you know, working the nightlife and like get home late and doing all that other stuff, but she accepted it from the jump, and she knew that that's what she was getting herself into, and they love each other, and he takes care of her, and you know, they have their own thing. But that might not work for some people. Some people like a 9-to-5 guy. Some girls, what was that big thing about? It was like a big it was so much drama when Beast Mom was saying like, oh, talking about she wants a guy that's entrepreneur. Nothing's wrong with that. Like, you know, you want what you want, and you can deal with what you can deal with. But I said all that to say, like, nobody's perfect. So even that entrepreneur that you want, you know, he's gonna come with some stuff, and then you may find, like, it sounds cool saying like, I want to be with a boss, I want to be with an entrepreneur, but that entrepreneur is probably never home. So be careful what you're asking for, and know exactly what you're asking for, because nobody wakes up a millionaire or a billionaire. These men work for what they're doing, and if you can handle them not being home and doing all, then that's fine. But just know what you can deal with, You know what I'm saying? So, and then when he is home, he probably doesn't want to, you know. So just understand what you're asking for, and be clear on what you want in life. Where did you and your fiance meet? Girl, a bar. Everybody thinks like it was some magical potion that I whipped up for this man. Like, a bar, girl. Like, we met at a bar. A true New Orleans love story. How about that? I need an eyelash fill so bad. Okay, so next question. Oh, let me spray this on my face. Oh, and this is the Milani Do It question. Do you want to start or raise your family in New Orleans? No, honestly. I've always just wanted to move somewhere else, but with my business and my fiance's business, it's just best that we stay here. And my business in particular, I have a mechanical business, so it's like, and I say mechanical like I have to do the work to produce the money. Like, I don't have a job where I make money from home or anything like that. I don't know if that's TMI, but I don't. So I definitely couldn't leave, because I would be leaving my clients and stuff, and you know. But I would love to live like in like Napa Valley, or, you know, Los Angeles, California, really. I would love to live out there. The weather's just always nice. I just always wanted to live in a place where the weather is consistently nice. I mean, every state has their stuff, you know, that you have to deal with, but just Louisiana, it's just so, oh my God. The weather is horrid, and it's humid, so I would love to live in California and hopefully raise my kids. And my favorite lip right now is this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Who was going to tell me about this lip? This is literally my favorite lip, and I wear it every single day because it's so pretty. Normally I do like a brown nude. Every day, like I wear makeup every day. When I do my makeup, I wear it. Okay, so I see that you and your fiance are a few years apart. Do you find it easier dating an older man? You in my business? Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. This is like such a, I have like 5 of these questions asking about his age. Yes, he is older than me. My fiance is 16 years older than me. Do I find it easier? I feel like with my fiance, like, I do like how he knew what he wanted when we first met, and it wasn't like, it was never a question. I feel like some guys, well, younger guys, kind of like have that whole like hard exterior where they want to seem mysterious and all that stuff. But like with my fiance, it was never a question. Like, I knew he was into me. Like, I knew how he felt. He showed it. He said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been like a mystery. So I don't know if that's like, this is the most, I've never dated an older guy, so I don't have like experience like that. But when I met him, it was just like, you like me? Like, you're showing me, like, you're asking me. I definitely would never, I mean, obviously I would never, I'm engaged now, but I think older men for the win. I'm not gonna lie, because I know how you feel about me. I like the security, and it feels good. Not because like I'm insecure or anything, but it's a good feeling. I don't have time to be wanting to know if you like me or not, or like how you feel about me. Like, that's never been a thing for me. I'm a businesswoman. Like, you think I got time to be chasing after you when I get off? Hell no. So it was refreshing when I met a man that knew what he wanted when he met me, you know? So, yeah. Older man, definitely a 10 out of 10, guys. But, you know, there's also older men out there that are creeps that I've heard. I do have girlfriends, and, you know, we do talk and everything, and, you know, they'll tell me about like the weird guys that they have, and that some guys just want like an older woman. It's kind of, I mean, a younger woman, because it's kind of like just a phase situation. So you have to like watch out for that, because some guys might just be trying to take you for a ride, if you know what I mean. They ain't trying to take you to the palace. They just trying to take you for a ride, which is what I don't like. Because I do have friends that talk to me about that. But how guys just kind of, older guys just try to like manipulate you and stuff like that. So there are some animals out there, but young guys too. You just have to be like a little intuitive and kind of ask questions, and, you know, depending on what you're looking for. Because some women are, you know, just looking for a nice little night, you know, or it's kind of funny, but I've met some women like that. Not every woman's trying to be all wiped up and be in a relationship and being committed. It's not the 1920s no more. I just take like a glob of it and I just put it everywhere like that, and any place where it might come up. And I have like this, oh, this is so dirty, this edge brush. But I'm not making swoops, I'm more so kind of pushing it like that. So, let's see what other questions they have. Okay, where did you learn how to cook, and do you experiment or do you find recipes? Y'all, I'm gonna link the YouTubers that I kind of like get a few of my recipes from. And like, I kind of like already, so my thing is, I know how things are supposed to taste. Now, when it comes to the actual ingredients, that kind of loses me sometimes. The actual ingredient part. So I like to just experiment sometimes, but also like if it's like a lengthy ingredient or it's a lengthy recipe, then I will, you know, Google it or ask my mom or something like that. But the YouTubers that kind of like help me a lot is Philly Boy J Cooking Show. He's so freaking good, and he cooks just like my mom. So I know like if my mom is busy or she doesn't answer my call and I want to know what this recipe consists of, I'll go on his thing. Not saying that the recipes are like exactly the same, but they're pretty close. This is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps me a ton. Bye. I'll see you guys next week.